sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5. He will take this all the way.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Open man completes it to Claypool. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Again, it's Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return comes Drake. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's Rosen. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now Rosen on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Four yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd and short, Drake shedding through the defense. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Able to connect with Mims. So that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen pushes him aside at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. That he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And no doubt that changes things. Instead of putting 3 more points on the board, they surrender 6 the other way, and they also surrender the lead.
My math's not that great, but that's a 9-point swing, likely to become 10 after they add the extra point.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. Forced out to his left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
On first down, it's Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rosen. Brown has the first down and much more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
John Brown in his 8th season in the NFL, now spent the last 2 in Buffalo. Snagged that one for a nice catch.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On third down, Rosen. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Rosen on 1st and 10.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Rosen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Carlson is good. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Ray McCloud to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. McCloud now on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
McCloud now on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Newton now to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Newton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, Drake going left. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Rosen will throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Powers through him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Rosen to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on second down, Newton. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 6.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on third down, Newton.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
Touchdown!
Chase Claypool.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
On the return comes Drake.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
From the 29, Rosen, and Waller taking it in over the middle. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Drake. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Cam's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Cam to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second down at 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Newton. They'll roll him out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. On the return comes Drake. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew...